What's going on, baseball fans? How you doing? Welcome to another week of Power Rankings. Let's get to it. Hello everyone, how's it going? Welcome to another week of Power Rankings. Hope everyone has had a good week. I have had a good weekend myself. The Red Sox sweeping the Yankees this past weekend. Of course I'm going to be in a good mood. Hope everyone is doing well out there. Hold on a second, let me fix this real quick. There we go. Okay, cool. Having a little bit of technical difficulties tonight, so bear with me. I switched over to a new little layout thing in the streaming software that I use, and stuff's just not quite working for me, so it took me a little longer to get live tonight. Anyway, enough wasting time here. Again, I hope everyone's having a good week. A lot of familiar faces in the chat. Another week of Power Rankings. So, before I do get to the Power Rankings, we are going to talk about some All-Star Game voting. I got a few opinions on the All-Star Game. I mean, I don't know if everyone's going to agree or not disagree, but man, I got a few thoughts on the All-Star Game voting. We just had the first round of the voting come to an end today, and we're going to go take a look at the guys that are finalists for the All-Star Game before we actually get into the Power Rankings for this week. But before I do get into it, if I may, if you are new to the channel right now, if you are just finding this channel for the first time, hit that subscribe button. We're getting very close to 8K subscribers. We are within 300 subscribers. So if you can, hit that subscribe button. If you are looking for more baseball news and content, hit that like button, hit the bell button, share button, whatever buttons there are. And also, everyone, I just want to let you know, tomorrow I will be going live once again, sometime around either 8 or 8:30 tomorrow night, so be on the lookout. But I will be going live tomorrow night to do my first mock draft for the Major League Baseball draft coming up. It will be mock draft 1.0, so definitely be here tomorrow night. That's going to be a lot of fun. I've been just digging into these draft prospects over the last few days. I mean, I've been keeping up on the draft stuff for the past, month, maybe even couple of months, taking a look at prospects here and there. But man, I really dove into it in this past week, and I was going to go live last night, but I felt like I wasn't quite done with the mock draft last night the way I wanted it to look. Changed my mind on a couple of things. Some stuff came up yesterday, and yeah, so you know what? Let's go live tomorrow night with it. That's going to be a lot of fun, and but yeah. So let's, before I do get to the Power Rankings, let's go take a look at the All-Star Game voting for right now, and then we will get to the Power Rankings. So let's share the screen. Alrighty, here we go. Okay, so, man, I don't know. Some of this, guys, I don't know. I agree with a lot of it. I think the right guys are... So the way they do the All-Star Game voting is they do 2 rounds of the All-Star Game voting, so that they do all the voting for a couple of weeks to where you get down to the final 3 candidates for each position, and then you get another, another couple of weeks or so? I believe it's another couple of weeks for phase 2, where you get to vote between those 3 finalists for each position. So as of right now, the way it is standing, here are the top vote getters as of right now. Vlad Jr., Ronald Acuna Jr., Salvador Perez, surprisingly in the number 3 spot. That's, wow. He has more votes than Mike Trout. That's crazy. I know Mike Trout's been hurt, but That's crazy seeing Salvador Perez get number 3. Even more than Fernando Tatis Jr. That's crazy in itself. I think that's, wow, Salvador Perez getting a lot of love. But let's go take a look. As of right now, for the designated hitters in the American League, we got Shohei Ohtani, JD Martinez, Yordan Alvarez. No surprise there if you ask me. Catchers, Salvador Perez. That's not a surprise. Martin Maldonado, a little bit surprising to me, but we'll go to the actual votes here in a second. Yasmani Grandal, that's fine. But yeah, National League for the catchers, we have Buster Posey, Yadier Molina, and Wilson Contreras. First base, we have Vlad Jr., Yuli Gurriel, and Jose Abreu. Definitely have a couple of thoughts on that. We'll get to that in a second. For first base in the National League, we have Max Muncy, Freddie Freeman, and Anthony Rizzo. At second base, in the American League, Marcus Semien, Jose Altuve, and DJ LeMahieu. In the National League, we have Ozzie Albies, Adam Frazier, Gavin Lux. I have a couple of thoughts on that as well. Shortstops in the American League, Xander Bogaerts, Bo Bichette, Carlos Correa. National League, Fernando Tatis Jr., Javier Baez, and Brandon Crawford. Moving on to third base in the American League, Rafael Devers, Alex Bregman, Yohan Moncada. In the National League, Chris Bryant, Nolan Arenado, Justin Turner. Man, we're listing off a lot of players right now. In the American League for the outfielders, we have Mike Trout. So they're doing the top 9 instead of the top 3, obviously. So, but Mike Trout, Aaron Judge, Byron Buxton, Michael Brantley, Adolis Garcia, Teoscar Hernandez, Cedric Mullins. Please, everyone. I'm going to get to it in a second. Alex Verdugo and Randall Grichuk in the National League. Ronald Acuna Jr., Nick Castellanos, Jesse Winker, Mookie Betts, Chris Taylor, Juan Soto, Bryce Harper, Jock Peterson, and Mike Yastrzemski. So let's kind of dive into this for a little bit right before we get to the power rankings. So as we can see, I hope you all can. That might be a little small for all of you to see. Is there a way for me to zoom in on this? I don't know if I can. It might be a little difficult for you guys to see. But anyway, I'll read it off for you here. So as of right now, I'm fine with most of this. To be honest, most of the starters I'm actually okay with. However, I have to say this right now. Matt Olson. How is Matt Olson not in the top 3? He's number 5. How is Matt Olson not in the top 3? I mean, that blows my mind. How? I mean, are you kidding me? No disrespect, to Yuli Gurriel here or Jose Abreu. I agree, obviously, with Vlad Jr. The guy's having an insane season, but I mean, Matt Olson, the guy's having a phenomenal season. He's hitting .296 with 20 home runs, 53 RBIs, a .963 OPS. If we were to take a look at Yuli Gurriel here. But Gurriel's having a good season too. I'm not taking anything away from a Yuli Gurriel. Hitting .337, 10 homers, .398 on base, .523 slugging, .921 OPS. A very respectable season for Yuli Gurriel. But come on. I mean, come on. How? The fact that Matt Olson is not even a finalist for this spot, that blows my mind. That blows my mind. I mean, that's a shame. That's an absolute shame. You could even argue, Jose Abreu, that's fine. Jose Abreu is having an okay season. If we were to take a look at the stats real quick, he's not having he's not having a season like we're used to, a .239 average, 12 home runs, got a lot of RBIs. The slugging is okay. And to be honest with you, I really think the top 3 as of right now, it should be Vlad Jr. I'm okay with the Yuli Gurriel, and it should be a Matt Olson. And there's no way around that. And that, to me, that's just really disappointing for him. Matt Olson should be in this. You could even make an argument for Jared Walsh. Vlad Jr. should start this. He's going to be the starter. There's no question about it. But I'm more just annoyed about the fact that, someone like a Matt Olson who, will probably get some MVP votes this year. And he has been huge for the A's. He's having a very good season. I don't know. There's just no excuse for that. Matt Olson should be in the top 3, if you ask me. I mean, honestly, I'm okay with the top three here. Nick Madrigal could have been someone there. I mean, David Fletcher, you can maybe let me go take a look at Fletcher here. I know DJ LeMahieu's not having the best season out there. I mean, David Fletcher is having a decent season. Doesn't have any home runs or anything. I mean, it's okay. I mean, Fletcher's been fine. I'm okay with this top three here for second base. I'm fine with that. It's gonna be pretty close, I think, between Semien and Altuve. I think the top three in the American League for the third baseman are fine. I mean, Devers is getting a ton of votes right now. Moncada is also having a very good season. Actually, I want to take a look at Bregman real quick. Haven't looked at his numbers quite as much. But if we take a look, Bregman's having himself a decent season. But right now, Yohan Moncada should be ahead of an Alex Bregman in the votes. That's just my opinion. But third base, I'm okay with. Shortstops, I'm okay with this. I think that's fine. DH, I mean, Shohei Ohtani should get this, in my opinion. With the way he's been playing lately, Shohei Ohtani should get it. Outfield, that's interesting. Cedric Mullins, thank God this guy is in the top 9. Thank goodness for that. But I'm sorry, Cedric Mullins, this guy needs to be in the top 3. He needs to be. He needs more votes. To me, Cedric Mullins could very well end up starting in the outfield, but the fact that he's not getting more votes is beyond me. It's beyond me. The guy is having just a stupid season. If we were to take a look at the stats real quick, Cedric Mullins, he's right now on Fangraphs. He's number 7 in all of baseball in wins above replacement. If we take a look at just outfielders, Cedric Mullins, he is number 3. And if we take a look at and that's in both the American and the National League. If we take a look at the American League, Cedric Mullins is the best outfielder in the American League this year. How is he 7th? How? I mean, I get it. Mike Trout. That's fine. It's Mike Trout. He's the best player in the universe. Byron Buxton. Listen, Byron Buxton, man. I mean, Mike Trout. He gets a bit of a free pass here because it's Mike Trout. But Byron Buxton, you're always hurt. You're always hurt. Why are people voting for Byron Buxton? He's always hurt. Like, I don't understand that. Mike Trout, sure, I'm okay with that. But because it's Mike Trout. I mean, but the fact that Cedric Mullins is not in the top 3 and Byron Buxton, who breaks his leg pretty much every single week, or he breaks his arm another week or whatever, and he's in the top 3. I understand Byron Buxton was going absolutely off on, while he was playing. The guy was going nuts, but he can never stay on the field. And it's not just this year. It's every year with Byron Buxton. It's every single year. And so I'm sorry, but that's very disappointing to me that you have Cedric Mullins in the 7th spot, and he is the best outfielder statistically in the American League right now. Where's the love for Mark Canha? Why is Mark Canha not in here? Mark Canha's not even in the top 10. He's not even in the top 10, and he's right now statistically he's the second best outfielder in the American League. Why is he not on here? Come on. I mean, everyone. I'm speechless. I don't know what else to say. I mean, where's Ramon Laureano? I mean, you could even say Joey Gallo. Where's Joey Gallo? I mean, where is he at? Joey Gallo's not even on here. I mean, Joey Gallo's a pretty popular name. Where is he? I don't know. I'm sorry. Cedric Mullins. I mean, he's probably going to end up getting a starting spot anyway because Byron Buxton's not going to play. Mike Trout, I don't know. Has he fully announced if he's going to play or not? I can't remember if he said that. But Mike Trout, most likely, I don't think is going to play. I don't know. Please get Cedric Mullins into a starting role. I think hopefully people come through in phase 2. I think there were a couple of goofs here. Fans need to stop voting for their favorite players. You need to start looking at the stats. Start voting for the stats. Stop voting for your favorite player. If your favorite player is doing very well statistically, then I'm all for it. I voted for Xander Bogaerts. I mean, obviously, because he's having a great year. I didn't vote for Alex Verdugo. I didn't think Alex Verdugo is, a starting outfielder for the All-Star team. I'm just saying. Hey, Verdugo's on my team. I'm not voting for Alex Verdugo. I'm voting for the guys that put up the stats. I don't know. But I think Major League Baseball, I think personally, I don't know. I love that the fans are getting involved, but I don't know. Something needs to be done about it because some of these guys, I'm sorry, Matt Olson should be in the top 3. Cedric Mullins should be in the top 5 at least. I understand it's the Orioles, not a great team. Not a lot of publicity for Cedric Mullins, but I'm just saying he's having a great season. I just want these guys to get more love, and that's that. And then over in the National League, I have one gripe with the National League, or maybe a couple. I think it was just one big gripe. You could honestly say So, okay, let's take a look here. Before I start, I'm going to look at the numbers real quick. Here we go. So, looking at shortstops in the National League. Listen, I understand Javier Baez. He's having, he has 17. He's second among shortstops right now in home runs. He is, third in RBIs. But the guy's hitting 227. He's getting on base 263. A good slugging. But I'm sorry, Javier Baez should not be in the top 3. Why is Trey Turner not in the top 3? Why? Can someone please tell me why? How is Trey Turner not in the top 3? He is right now the second best shortstop in the National League. Let's actually let's look at in both leagues. Trey Turner is the 4th best shortstop in baseball right now, according to the numbers. He's having a fantastic season. Hitting 310, 11 home runs, 34 RBIs, 16 stolen bases. He's playing great defense. Why is Trey Turner not in the top 3? I don't get that. That makes no sense to me. Moving on to second base. Why is Gavin Lux in here? Why? Why is Gavin Lux in here? He should not be here. I might explode. I might explode. It's my God. Okay, so Gavin Lux is I have no words. Why is Gavin Lux a finalist? It makes no sense. Come on. The guy's hitting 229, a 309 on base, a 361 slugging. He's playing whatever defense. Why is Jake Cronenworth not here? Why? Why? It makes no sense. Oh, sorry, Mike. I know they're not. That's the best. I tried finding these charts and on an actual website. This is the best I can do. But Gavin Lux should not be in the top 3. Absolutely not. Jake Cronenworth should be here. I'm okay with an Ozzie Albies and an Adam Frazier, but Cronenworth should be there. And I'm just. It's just. I don't know. It's a travesty. It's a travesty if you ask me. But that's all I'm going. That's all I'm going to say on that. The All-Star Game voting. A lot of people get it right, but then I'm sick of it being a popularity contest. I'm sick of it being this where people are, Gavin Lux in the top 3 at his position is the biggest travesty I think I've ever seen. It makes me want to vomit, to be honest. Dodger fans, I love you. I think you're great. But Gavin Lux should not be there. And I think any true Dodger fan will tell you, like, how did Gavin Lux get in here? It's a popularity contest, and I'm so, and Brian Reynolds, Wizardy plays. You know what? Let me actually go back to that real quick. Brian Reynolds, as of right now, you could even argue, like, Jock Peterson. Thank you, Wizardy plays, for pointing this out. I almost skipped over the outfielders, but Jock Peterson shouldn't be here. I mean, last time I checked, he was kind of whatever, right? I mean, he's got 11 home runs. Yeah, Jock Peterson shouldn't be here. I'm sorry. He should not be here. Taking a look at the outfielders real quick. Almost done with this, everyone. Going to get to the power rankings here in just 1 second. But yeah, Brian Reynolds, as of right now, he is the third best outfielder in the National League. Brian Reynolds, hello. Again, I'm sorry, everyone. I know you can't quite see this. I tried finding these charts on a website. I couldn't find them anywhere. I was just seeing the just like the finalists. I wasn't seeing like all of the votes or whatever. This is the best I can do. I apologize. I know it's small. But yeah, Jock Peterson shouldn't be here. You could even argue Mike Yastrzemski. I mean, hold on 1 second. Mike Yastrzemski shouldn't be here. Jock Peterson and Mike Yastrzemski should not be in the top 9. Tyler O'Neill, I think, deserves love. Where is Brian Reynolds? Brian Reynolds is not even in the top 20. Are you... Really? He's not even in the top 20. Are you kidding me? Wow. That is... Ooh. Oh. Wow, I'm stunned. I thought Brian Reynolds was at least in the top 20. I am stunned. Ketel Marte. Why is Ketel Marte here? He hasn't even been playing. Ian Happ has been having a not a good season. Like, what is Ian Happ even doing? Ian Happ is having a garbage season. What? That is insane. That's insane. I mean, Kyle Schwarber's been hot lately. Where is Kyle Schwarber? So the one thing about Kyle Schwarber is he got hot like lately. That's where like I can maybe understand why he didn't get in. But like Kyle Schwarber is a popular name. I mean, at least, he's got 22 home runs, 50 RBIs, 884 OPS. How is he not in? He's been really coming on lately. I'm very surprised Reynolds is not in the top 20. Oh my God. This kind of says, whoa. I had my volume loud. There we go. No Cronenworth for the All Star Game. It's a travesty. Absolute travesty. That Cronenworth isn't here. Brian, I'm surprised about Cronenworth. I mean, Padres fans didn't get him in. Fernando Tatis Jr. is a very well-known name, but really, Cronenworth not getting in. Michael Yanks, thank you so much for the $5 super chat, my friend. I really appreciate that. But yeah, Tyler O'Neill should be in here. Brian Reynolds should definitely be in here. Kyle Schwarber should be in here. Again, he has been really hot lately. So, but again, this was like the past couple of weeks, so I don't see why Schwarber couldn't even get in. I don't know. I think something needs to change with the All-Star Game voting, because that to me is just showing. I know all of you are. I believe all of you in here right now are very committed to the stats, and I think you are very committed to the numbers. And I think all of you know in this chat where some of these guys really got snubbed. Like, probably some of the worst snubs. Brian Reynolds, not even in the top 20, is I don't care if he's on a bad Pittsburgh Pirates team. I mean, that just to me shows that there are just so many people out there that don't know the numbers. And they're only going towards the big names. Like Jock Peterson is a big name. He's a popular name. And I can understand why he's in it. But this shows to me that people need to start focusing more on the stats instead of just the names. That's just my opinion. I don't know. I've seen some of these were really bad. Some of these were really bad. Anyway, I digress. There were a lot of deserving players to make it to the finals, to be finalists for the All Star Game voting. A lot of deserving players, but man, oh man, some really got snubbed, and I think something needs to change. I'm not sure how you do it. I'm not that smart. I am not that intelligent to be able to come up with a system. If you have any ideas, please put it down below in the comments. That would be awesome. But something needs to change with the All-Star Game. Something needs to change. And yeah, because I'm baffled at some of these. But alrighty, everyone. Wow, we have 95 people in the chat right now, and we haven't even started the power rankings yet. So I think this is as good a time as any to get to the power rankings. We got a super chat coming in. Oh, Michael Yanch with another 5. I voted every day and only one Padres. I mean, hey, Michael Yanch, I know you're a big-time Padres fan, man. And, I know you were out there doing the votes. You were doing your job as a loyal Padres fan. And, yeah, it's sad that you couldn't get more help to get Cronenworth into the top 3. Yeah. I can't believe Gavin Lux is a finalist. I can't believe that. Anyway, but I mean, let's be real. The only reason Gavin Lux is a finalist is because he's been like this top prospect name for like the last 3 years, and he's not even doing anything. So I don't even know what to say. Anyway, all right, I have rambled enough. Let's get to the power rankings, everyone. So, as always, the way I do my power rankings, I go to the overall standings in Major League Baseball. I go to the bottom, and I go up the standings, and I place each team accordingly. Last week, we had the White Sox, Giants as A pluses. We had the Rays, Red Sox, A's, Astros, Dodgers as my A's. We had the Mets and the Padres as B+, Yankees, Brewers, Cubs as a B, the Reds, the Angels, the Mariners, and the Indians as a C+, the Braves, the Nationals, the Phillies, the Blue Jays, and the Cardinals as a C, the Twins, the Marlins, the Royals as a D, and the Diamondbacks, the Orioles, the Rangers, the Rockies, the Tigers, the Pirates as an F. These were last week's. These are not this week's. These are last week's. So I want everyone to also know, I don't start over I go off of the previous week, and I use where they were in the previous week to set up my new rankings. So this is kind of like my reference, and just in case anyone didn't know that, I don't just start fresh and just have them just I use this every single week. So I will be putting them here. So as always, A+ all the way down to an F. So I'm going to real quick. Oh, and also one more thing before I do get out of here tonight. I actually will be doing a top 10. So I'm not just going to say it out loud. I'm going to actually do a top 10 before all is said and done. But here we go. Okay, so let's just start off with the Fs. I don't think I'm going to have any movement in the Fs tonight. The Diamondbacks finally ended a historic losing streak, 24 straight losses. That's insane. But the Diamondbacks, the Orioles, I'm still going to keep Pittsburgh there, playing a little better as of late, but Pittsburgh to me is still an F. The Rangers, the Rockies, there's no movement here for me. They're all still going to be the same. The Rangers a little better as of late. But not quite enough yet for me to bring them out of the Fs. So let's do that. So here we go. Diamondbacks. We have the Orioles. Tell you what, Orioles fans, you got to be pretty excited for the upcoming draft, man. You got a fun spot. The Orioles, they could really walk away with something pretty good in that first round. I think the Orioles are going to have themselves a pretty good draft. There's a lot of names possibly for the Orioles. I am so excited for the mock draft I'm going live with tomorrow night. Don't forget, I will be going live tomorrow night with my first mock draft. Pirates, Rangers. Here we go. Pirates, Rangers, and we have the Rockies. And you know what? Where are those Tigers at? Where are those Tigers? Look at the Tigers moving up. Whoa. We got the Tigers, moving up here. They were near the bottom here. Ooh. Are we going to be putting the Tigers maybe in the Ds? We have broken 100 people. Adam Grabenstein, man. I mean, hey, very interesting what the Pirates are going to do with that number 1 pick. They could go a lot of different ways with that number 1 pick. You got Marcelo Mayer, you got Jordan Lawler, maybe even a Khalil Watson you could go number 1. There's a lot of different things that the Pirates could do. They could even go a Henry Davis at catcher. I'm telling you, though, trust Ben Cherington. Trust Ben Cherington. He really helped rebuild the Red Sox. He really helped bring some prospects into that system. Ben Cherington, I'm telling you, trust that man. Trust that man. He will rebuild that franchise for you. Yeah, that should be a fun number 1 pick. But looking at the Tigers. So, okay, they did lose a lot to the Angels this past week. I don't think I'm ready for the Tigers just yet to come out of an F. But it is crazy, though, because we got, like, Kansas City. They have been free-falling. I mean, where was I don't know. Tigers had as an F. I don't know, man. I mean, Tigers have been playing a lot better lately. Oh, wait, whoa, hold on a second. I was looking at the wrong week. Oh, hold on a second. Whoa, wow. Actually, the Tigers this past week, they did split with the Astros and they beat the Cardinals. The Tigers have been a little better as of late. So they had a good win today against the Astros, a close win. Man, you know what? I'm just saying, man, do the Tigers deserve an F or a D? You know what? Let's do a vote right now. I'm going to do a vote early. Let me know in the chat. Do you think the Tigers deserve to get bumped up a little bit to a D, or do you think we should stay at an F? Let me know in the chat. Let me know in the chat. The Tigers have been playing a little better lately, getting some wins. I mean, still losing a bit, but let me know what you think in the chat. Whoa, wow, we got a lot of D's. All right, okay, we're gonna bump the Tigers up to a D. They've been pulling some wins together lately. I like it. Tigers, we're gonna put you in the D. That kind of surprised me a little bit because I didn't realize they moved so much up the standings. I mean, they're still not a great team, but I'll give them a little love. I'll move them up to a D for the week. So last week for my D's, I had the Twins, the Marlins, and the Royals. I mean, the Marlins, funny enough, the Marlins actually have some good pitching this year. They need more offense. I mean, that's pretty easy to say. They do have a plus run differential, which is kind of surprising in a way, but the Marlins, they're just, I don't know, man. They just can't really string it together. I'm still going to keep the Marlins as a D. If we were to take a look at the Twins are playing better baseball lately. They've won 2 straight. They're 7-3 in their last 10. I think we're going to keep the Twins probably at a D. But you know what? Let's just take a quick look. Don't think they're quite ready to get out of the D's just yet. Don't think we're ready quite yet. But they took 2 out of 3 against the Indians. They split with the Reds. They won 3 against the Rangers last week. So, I mean, the Twins, they're putting some wins together lately, but this is the same old story with the Twins. It's a good offense. They've been pitching a little better lately, so that's why you are starting to see some more wins. Can they keep stringing these wins together? I mean, they're very far back in the wild card race. That would be historic if they were able to dig their way out of that hole. But for the Twins right now, I'm still going to keep them as a D like I had last week. Hey, another good week. Maybe we'll consider them for the C's. For the Royals, I mean, they've lost 5 straight, 3-7. I mean, Kansas City. They're not an F team to me, but they're just having they're not playing well. They're not playing well lately. So yeah, you got swept by the Rangers this past weekend. You've lost 5 in a row. I mean, last week they did pretty well. I mean, they got swept by the Tigers. I don't know, man. This Royals team, I'm gonna give them a bit of a pass. I'm gonna keep them at a D right now. One more bad week though, they are in danger of falling down to an F. Definitely in danger a little bit. Taking a look next up, we have. Oh, so we already did the Tigers. Man, what has happened with this Cardinals team? This Cardinals team is free falling right now, man. Cardinals last week I had as a C, but. They're just not playing good, man. Losing to the Pirates today. I mean, it seems like ever since they lost Jack Flaherty, everything has just really spiraled out of control. I mean, you lost 3 out of 4 to the Braves last weekend. You lost 2 to the Tigers. You lost 3 out of 4 to the Pirates. I hate to say it, but I think the Cardinals are at a D. I hate doing that. I really do. I hate doing that. That blows my mind. I mean, look at the separation right now. The Rockies are only 6 games behind the Cardinals, and they both made that trade with Arenado. Crazy. They're like the Cardinals are just playing some bad baseball lately. I mean, it's crazy to me. Like, what is going on with this Cardinals team? I mean, right now, if we take a look at the numbers, let's take a look at the offense, and then we'll take a look at the pitching. So if the offense for the Cardinals this year, right now, the Cardinals offense is 23rd on the year. 23rd. Not a good offense. They're 22nd in starting pitching. And then if we were to take a look at, I want to look at the team reliever stats. St. Louis, as of right now, they got the 14th ranked bullpen. St. Louis they just don't rank very well when it comes to just the overall numbers. Offense is not doing well. Starting pitching is without Jack Flaherty right now, and their pitching is just struggling mightily. The bullpen's been fine, but you know, a middle of the road bullpen is not going to bail you out. So it's a tough spot. It's a tough spot for the Cardinals right now, and that's tough to see. And man, you hate to see it. Let me just make sure I have all my numbers set up here. Hold on, let me get. Because remember, I also take a look at the numbers for the past week as well. So here we go. Okay, there's that. And let's take a look at this. Okay. All right, so yeah, Cardinals, I hate to say it, but I do have the Cardinals currently as let me move this all the way over here. We have the Cardinals as a D right now. They're just playing really bad baseball. And I mean, right now, I would think they're kind of in between. But right now, just because of the skid that they're on, I have to put them as a D right now. I hate doing that, unfortunately, but they need a better week. If they turn it around this coming week, we'll move them back to the C's. Philadelphia, kind of like similar to the Cardinals here. It's just like, just not playing great baseball. You know, like it's just not great. I mean, they're not playing like nearly as bad as the Cardinals lately, but I mean, Zach Wheeler did good today. The bullpen just could not get it done yesterday against the Mets. Man, just the Phillies. It's like, they had the whole thing with Scherzer this past week. In the whole thing. I mean, think what you want about that. I don't know, but they split with the Mets. Lost both to the Nationals. The Nationals are a red hot team right now. The Phillies, I think I'm going to keep as a C for right now. I mean, they kind of didn't really do anything. I mean, they kind of split this week. So, they lost a few there. They won a couple. I mean, not enough for me to bump them down to a D as of right now. But they're starting to maybe trend in that direction just a little bit. The Angels, same thing. I'm going to keep the Angels as a C. I mean, this is the same old thing with the Angels. They're just having an up and down season. I mean, Shohei Ohtani, as fun as Shohei Ohtani is, it's just not helping them win games. I just don't think the starting pitching is just where it needs to be. The offense is great. I mean, you got these guys that are really stepping up in the lineup. Again, Ohtani's been doing great. But the starting pitching, it's middle of the road. It's not going to get it done. FIP, they do rank a lot better than their ERA. As we can see right here, it is a 4.07 FIP compared to a 4.94 ERA. So the FIP speaks a lot better. It definitely shows that the Angels are pitching better than what the ERA says. They're just not quite getting the results as of right now. So the Angels, I don't know. They got to do something there. Where do they rank on defense? Oh, Grizzy Boston's just subscribed. Welcome to the channel. Hello. The Angels. Ooh, you know why that FIP is not so good? Because the Angels don't rank very well defensively. Look at that defense. They are the second worst defensive team in all of baseball right now. So, oh boy, that's why that FIP is not very good, because they don't have the defense. They're not. Look at it. They rank second to last. So they got to do something different there. But I don't know what they do, but this Angels team, they're not pitching enough. They're not playing enough defense. Sure, they're hitting. But, the bullpen, let's check that bullpen real quick. Oh, crap. I just clicked out of something. Carl Hodson's just subscribed. Hello, my friend. Welcome. All right. What did I just click out of? That was batting, starters, and relievers. Okay, so looking at the bullpen for the Angels, they're 21st on the year. This Angels team is just not, they're just not a good team. It's too up and down. They hit a good little, hot streak there for a little bit. But I don't know, man. Let me check their schedule real quick. Gianni Balia has just subscribed. Hello. All right, looking at the Angels, Ohtani was fun today. He was fun this past weekend. Ohtani's just been great, man. It's just, again, it's the Angels team is just not built well as a whole. I don't know. You lost 2 out of 3 to the Rays this weekend. You lost to the Giants a couple of times. You lost 4 games. I don't know. The Angels last week I had as a C+. I'm going to drop them down to a C. So, there's not really anything really to say there. If they keep losing, they're going to drop to a D. But yeah, the Angels, they're hitting, but they're not pitching enough. They're not playing good defense. So, got to put the Angels at a C. Atlanta. Oh, we got a super chat coming in. Oh, Will Frederico. Can the Red Sox win the pennant with some pitching help at the deadline? I think, Will, thank you for the $5 super chat. Hey, they got probably one of the best, trade deadline acquisitions, and they don't even have to give up anyone because they got Chris Sale coming in. But I agree. I think if they can maybe go get someone, you have to remember with Chaim Bloom. Chaim Bloom is not going to. He's not going to sell the farm. He's not going to go after a Max Scherzer. He's not even going to go after someone like a Kyle Gibson. Maybe you could kick the tires on a Kyle Gibson, but for the money, he's not going to do that. You have to remember with the payroll too, the Red Sox are very close to that luxury tax line. So, and I don't think Bloom wants to go over that. I don't think ownership wants to go over that. So Caden, welcome to the channel, my friend. Hello. But with the Red Sox, I just don't see them making any big moves because, again, they're very close to that luxury tax line. I could maybe see them adding someone on the cheap, but I think with the Red Sox, I think they're going to count on Chris Sale. But again, you can't really fully just lean on a Chris Sale. You could see Chris Sale come out of that bullpen a little bit at first, kind of work up those innings a little bit. I mean, they'll give him as much time to go on a rehab assignment as possible. But I think the Red Sox have a chance to win the pennant this year without doing anything. Aggie Skate 11, welcome to the channel. The Red Sox are just a team. They find ways to win games. They pitch enough. They're not going to give you a stellar performance, but they have enough pitching. The question is, could they maybe go get someone? Chaim Bloom is only going to go after someone. I'll get right back to the hold on. I'll get right back to the power rankings. I'm just taking care of this one real quick. So if I were to take a look at the top 40 trade candidates real quick, again, the Red Sox are very close to that luxury tax line. Cameron P., hello, welcome to the channel. The Red Sox, as of right now, so their luxury tax line is, let me look at the payroll, very close. So they're at 208. So they only have like $1 million to spend. They only have $1 million. So you're not going to see them even go after someone like a John Gray, who is making what, $6 million this year? So that's not going to happen. I mean, they're not going to get him. They would have to get someone for like minor league money. Wilson Hernandez, hello, welcome to the channel. I mean, you're not going to see that. You could maybe see them go after someone like an Ian Kennedy for the bullpen, I think. I think that's possible because Ian Kennedy's on a minor league deal. He's on the league minimum. So I think you could see someone like that. Maybe even like a Kendall Graveman. What is Kendall Graveman making? You could see like a Kendall Graveman because he's got what, like $750K left. You could see them going after like a Kendall Graveman for the bullpen. I could see a bullpen arm. I could definitely see a bullpen arm because if you take a look also at the top prospects as of right now for the Red Sox. Newbie Gamer, welcome to the channel. As of right now, don't forget, they do have Tanner Houck down in the minor leagues. So they do have him for starting pitching help. Probably not a Jay Groom. You could maybe see someone like a Thaddeus Ward at some point. But, I mean, don't forget you have Connor Siebold as well. Connor Siebold, as of right now, he hasn't even pitched yet this year, so I don't know what's going on there. But you could definitely see the Red Sox maybe making like a minimum kind of a move. Maybe even someone like a Michael Fulmer, I could see. He is under control. That's going to be... He's under control, and he's going to be... I mean, that would be really close for payroll-wise. So maybe a Michael Fulmer. Pineda, no. They wouldn't go for a Pineda. Maybe an Arena. I could maybe see an Arena. I don't know. He's not having a great year. But, you know, someone like that, like that's kind of where I'm getting at here. You could see someone where they don't make that much money. And because they're already so close to that luxury tax line. Yeah. So that's pretty much all I have on that. Junior G just subscribed. Hello, hello. Alrighty. So again, Will Frederico, thank you for the $5 super chat, my friend. Really appreciate that. But alrighty, let's get back to the power rankings. So here we go. Next up, we have the Braves. So the Braves I had as a C last week. I don't know. It doesn't really seem like anything's going to change. They're 5-5 in their last 10. But let's take a look at what they did this past week. The Braves, as of right now, Atlanta's offense is 13th. The starting pitching, as of right now, is 17th. Matthew Guyton's just subscribed. Hello, hello. And they're 17th in bullpen. So they're kind of just like a middle-of-the-road team. They're just not getting it done. Chuck, I'm seeing you in the chat. Should the Red Sox trade for Starling Marte? I could definitely see something like that. But again, I don't know if they're going to go over that luxury tax line. I don't know. But let's take a look here. The Braves this past week. Sid Matthews just subscribed. Hello, hello. Drew Venny, what's going on? How you doing? Joseph, that will cost an arm and a leg. I'm not sure who you're referring to. Oh, Michael Fulmer. Yeah, Michael Fulmer would cost something. Definitely would because he's under control. So that's why I don't see that very much. But maybe someone like that where, it would take, they're under control. So, Chaim Bloom, he likes to work his magic with those kind of guys. But for the Braves, Jimmy Ray Gonzalez has just subscribed. Hello, hello. Here we go. We got they split with the Mets in the beginning of the year. Beginning of the week. And they split with the Reds. They're not really doing anything different. It's just kind of, they're just kind of there. They're just kind of hanging around. Last week I had the Braves as a C. I'm going to keep them as a C. I mean, that's nothing really different right there. Ronald Acuna Jr. continues to have a really good year. But John Genko has just subscribed. Hello, hello. But Washington, here we go. Now we got we got a team that's starting to push the needle here a little bit. Washington is hot. They are one game under 500. They were looking just dead in the water at one point. Now, I don't know if this Nationals team is a 2019 Nationals team, but they're starting to play a lot better. They're 7-3 in their last 10. They're getting there. If we take a look at the National League East, as of right now, they are 4 out in the National League East. Aaron Riss has just subscribed. Hello, hello. But yeah, the Nationals, they're playing just a lot better lately. 4 out. And if we're to take a look at the wild card standings, where are the Nationals at in the wild card? The Nationals are 7.5 out in the wild card. So I think the Nationals, their best bet is to win the East. That's a tough Mets team. I wonder if they're going to have enough. They definitely need some starting pitching. They need more starting pitching, I think. Corbin's pitching a little better lately. Scherzer's Scherzer. But Juan Soto, I think Corey has just subscribed. Hello, hello. Juan Soto, the guy is been a little he's not his normal Juan Soto self. I think he's going to really pick it up in the second half. I think Juan Soto is a guy where I think he is really due to just get hot soon. He's seeing the ball really well. The expected numbers are really good with him. But taking a look at the Nationals, they've been red hot. Taking a look, they did lose a couple to the Marlins over the weekend, but they ended up splitting the series with them. They won against the Phillies a couple times this week. They took 3 out of 4 against the Mets last weekend. They swept the Pirates before that. They won. They split with the Giants before that. So the Nationals are having themselves a good month. Luke Merkers just subscribed. Hello, hello. But it's the Nationals. You got to give them a lot of credit. So right now I have the Nationals as a C. I'm going to give the Nationals a bump. The Nationals are getting bumped up to a C+. They need to just keep playing. They need to keep playing winning baseball. I think a lot of people are saying, hey, Nationals, you got to put them as a B. But right now, I need to see a little bit more consistency out of them. Kyle Schwarber's been red hot. Scherzer. If we take a look here real quick, the offense for the Nationals, they're middle of the road. They're 15th overall on the year. The Nationals are 21st in starting pitching. That's the problem with this Nationals team. They're 15th in the bullpen. But if we take a look at the Nationals starting pitching as of right now, they need more. They need more. You got Patrick Corbin, who's, he's getting some innings in, but overall, he's got a 5.33 ERA. If we're taking a look at Corbin lately, taking a look at the game log. So he pitched good against the Marlins yesterday. So he's pitching better lately. Corbin actually is pitching very well lately. So 1 star is blowing up his ERA a little bit. He gave up 9 runs in the beginning of the year. But lately, Patrick Corbin's actually doing a lot better. So if we take a look here, Corbin only gave up 3 runs yesterday, 2 runs last weekend. He pitched almost a complete game against the Pirates. Corbin's pitching really good lately. They need Strasburg back. So what's going on with Steven Strasburg? Any news on Steven Strasburg? We're going to take a look here. Steven Strasburg threw a bullpen today, so that's good. Threw a bullpen. 25-pitch bullpen, so that's good. So they need Strasburg to be coming back. They need him healthy. We're going to take a look. Joe Ross has been okay. What is going on? Hold on one second, everyone. There are a whole bunch of fire trucks coming by my apartment complex. I thought maybe my building was burning down, but we're good. We're good. The show will go on. Here we go. But Eric Fetty, he's been fine. I mean, Lester, what has Lester been up to? I haven't really heard of anything with John Lester as of late. Taking a look at Mr. John Lester. Actually, no, he got destroyed against the. Oh my God, he got destroyed the other night. 7 earned runs against the Marlins. Oh, okay, no, we're good. So, Lester, he needs to. He pitched good against the Mets last weekend. Pirates, he did pretty good. Actually, Lester's been all right. I think he needs to throw some more innings if he can. But, yeah, he got destroyed by the Marlins, man. So, I think they need another guy. I think Strasburg coming back, if he can be healthy, if he can be consistent, I think Strasburg's going to be good. This Nationals team, the bullpen as well. I think they could. How's Daniel Hudson? I feel like, didn't he get... Bryant has just subscribed. Hello. Daniel Hudson. So, he is out right now. They need Daniel Hudson back and healthy. But he was playing catch a few days ago. So, he's having a bit of an elbow thing right now. So, they need Daniel Hudson back. I think this Nationals team, they're not bad. They're hot lately. They're winning games. So, right now, they are getting the bump up to a C+ for me. So, let's see if the Nationals can keep it going. They're a fun team right now. So, moving on to the Cincinnati Reds. They are not playing great lately. They're at 500. This Reds team, I don't know, man. They're just, I don't know what to think about this Reds team. They got a great offense. Orioles, I agree. Joe Ross, Eric Fetty. The Nationals have just been playing good this past month, Orioles. They're just playing good baseball all the way around. And hey, hopefully they can pick it up a little bit when pick it up even more when Strasburg comes back. And hey, you got to love what Corbin's doing lately too. So good for the Nationals. But taking a look here, they split with the Braves, split with the Twins. They got swept by the Reds last week, so that's not good. So they got swept by the Padres, I'm sorry. So last week, I had the Reds as a C+. I think I'm going to bump the Reds down. I think I'm going to bump them down because they're just not doing anything. You split with the Braves. You lost today. You split with the Twins. I don't know. I just think this Reds team, they're just a little uninspiring at the moment. Let's take a look at what they're doing lately. So lately, hold on one second. Here we go. Team stats. So what have the Reds been up to this past week? What's going on with the Cincinnati Reds? We're at about 150 people right now. Everyone, thank you for coming out tonight for another night of Power Rankings. Let's see if we can get up to 200 people in the chat. That would be awesome. But the Cincinnati, this offense lately, where are we at? They're currently, this past week, they're 8th. They're not scoring a ton of runs, but overall in the major leagues, they rank 8th. So this past week, they were hitting 269. I don't know. So if we take a look, they're not getting a lot of runs lately. They got a lot of runs against the Twins, but they got 5 against the Braves. I don't know. They're not scoring a ton of runs. So the pitching, that's the other thing with this Reds team. they have a good offense, but the pitching really needs to. I think they just need some more pitching. Starting pitching is 13th on the year. And then the bullpen, they're 26. That bullpen's not good. They need another arm for that bullpen. So if we're going to take a look at what they're doing lately, how was that bullpen this past week? So Cincinnati, come on, Mouse. You've been working for me all day. Cincinnati, 27th in the bullpen this past week. So that's not going to get it done. I don't know. This Reds team, I'm not really sure what to say. I just think I'm getting kind of tired of this Reds team. I mean, they get hot, they get cold. They're just kind of there. I don't know. Do I want to keep the Reds? I don't know. They ended the week on a loss. But, yeah, you know, I'm going to bump him down. I'm going to bump him down to a C. I'm just not quite there right now for the Reds. I'm just not feeling it. I'm going to put him as a C for right now. But moving on to, here we go. Here we go. Fasten your seatbelts. We got the New York Yankees. Woo! Let's talk some New York Yankees. Okay. Oh, man. Oh, I got a lot to say about this Yankee team. And I'm not going to sit here like a Red Sox fan and say, suck it or in your face. I'm not going to say any of that. My best friend, a big Yankee fan, and, we talked a little bit about the Yankees today. And, it's funny because I think the quick thing to do, let me hold on, before I get to that, let's just talk about the Yankees real quick. So, before I get to any of this, stuff about the Yankees, let's see what they did this past week. So while that's loading, last week I had the Yankees as a B. Oh boy. Here we go. So, this week they took 2 out of 3 against the Royals, and then you got swept by the Red Sox. They haven't won a game against the Red Sox this year. And I'm not saying from a bragging point of view. I'm just saying they just haven't been able to beat this Red Sox team. So I don't know what to say. This Yankees team, they're just not consistent. I mean, you got swept here. They were playing better. They were playing better. Like they swept the Blue Jays. They won 2 out of 3 against the A's last weekend. You won 2 out of 3 against the Royals, but then you just get swept by the Red Sox. So this Yankees team. So I was talking with my best friend today, and he's a big Yankee fan, and he's saying, a lot of people right now, they're calling for Aaron Boone to get fired. A lot of people are even calling for Brian Cashman to get fired. I'm gonna let you guys know this right now. That's not going to do anything. It's not going to do anything. It's not going to do anything because realistically, let's realistically talk about this for a second. Who are you going to put as your manager? You're going to bring someone in from the outside? No. Are you going to make someone from the inside your manager? I mean, you could. But, I mean, right now, it just doesn't seem like the right, I don't know. I mean, unless, that's the only option I could think is if you go with another manager on the inside. Go with the bench coach, maybe the third base coach, something like that. Maybe someone in the minor leagues. I don't know. But you're already in the swing of things right now. And he was telling me, down in the minor leagues for the Yankees. So, as of right now, the Yankees got a couple of guys that are hitting pretty well in the minors. One guy in particular. I mean, they do have someone like a Greg Allen. They did sign to a minor league contract. He's not hitting all that great, but he is getting on base. Greg Allen can maybe offer some speed for the Yankees. I mean, he can get on base, so I'm not sure if maybe you could do something different there. But if we take a look here, I want to take a look at this one right here. Hoy-Jun Park. He's right now in AAA for the Yankees. He can play a few different positions. He can play infield. He can play some outfield. If we take a look here, he's been hitting really well. As of right now, in AAA, he's hitting .340 on the year. He's got 6 homers, 21 RBIs. He's got an OPS over 1,000. This guy's hitting really well in the minor leagues right now. And if we take a look, I mean, you got also, they did call this guy up recently, Chris Gittins. They did bring him up, but he's hitting really well in AAA. Estevan Florial is not hitting very well. You do got Derek Dietrich, sorry. He has a 416 on base. He's walking a lot. So I don't know if maybe you could do something with him. I mean, you have some other guys here. If we take a look at the, I don't know. If we take a look, I don't know. Who's like the on-base leaders right now? Chris Gittins and Hoy Jun Park. They're the leaders right now. Again, you got Dietrich. I don't know. They got a couple of guys here in the minor leagues that maybe could give a bit of a spark. I'd like to see if they can call up maybe a Park. See if maybe he can do something. But I don't know. It's just right. I don't think doing something with Aaron Boone right now is going to be the answer. I think they need to send some kind of a message. That's what I think there needs to be. I think you need to send a message. This Yankees team, and they know they're playing bad. They know they are, but I don't know if maybe if you do get rid of an Aaron Boone by maybe like during the All Star break, if they keep playing like this, and don't forget the Yankees over the next week, they don't have a day off until like next Monday, so they're not going to do anything this week. They're gonna keep going, but All Star break, maybe you could see something happen. I don't know. I think it's going to come down to ownership. It's going to come down to ownership. What is ownership going to want to do? I know. I'll tell you right now, if George Steinbrenner was still around, I think everyone would be fired. I think everyone would be gone. So that's just me. That's just my opinion. But I don't think right now you do anything with an Aaron Boone because really, I mean, who is going to take over? You got to do something. You got to put some different guys in different positions. You got to maybe call up some guys from the minor leagues. Do something. They got to do something. They're just sitting there and they're not doing anything. And they just look like they're walking dead. Like they just don't if you saw the expressions on their faces this past weekend, they're just sitting there just looking like the saddest team. Like just no energy. They're not doing hit and runs. They're not stealing bases. They're not doing anything. They're just like going for hits and going for home runs. And like, I don't know what it is. Like their offensive approach against good teams is just not really working out. If we take a look at the Yankees, they're 21-23 against teams over 500. They don't play well against teams over 500. So, I mean, you saw today, they played the A's well last weekend, but you take a look today, losing to the Red Sox, getting swept by the Red Sox, losing to the Rays. Sure, they beat the Blue Jays, but I don't know. Something needs to happen with this Yankee team, and there is plenty of talent on this team. There's plenty of talent. There's no excuse for this, and so I'm not sure what you do. I am not that intelligent to know what to do with this Yankees team. Personally, I think you just got to try some different things. I think you got to go some different routes. I think you got to just try things. I think you just got to do more hit and runs, do steal bases. Your offensive approach is just not working. They need a new approach, I think. So the Yankees as of right now, last week, I had the Yankees as a B. I still think this Yankees team is really talented. I'm bumping them down to a C+. They're just not playing good. I think a lot of people would say they're a D or a C, but I'm just bumping them down. I'm just bumping them down one. Yeah, So right now, Yankees I have as a C+. So moving on, we have the Seattle Mariners. Look at the Seattle Mariners. They're red hot. Red hot. So, as of right now, beating the White Sox today, getting the split with the White Sox. Taking a look here at this past week for the Seattle Mariners are such an up and down team. So up and down. They had a 4-game sweep of the Rays last week. They split with the Rockies this week in a 2-game series. Oh, they took 2 out of 3 against the White Sox. Look at the Seattle Mariners. Got a series against the Blue Jays coming up. Hey, look at the Seattle Mariners right now. I had them as a C+ last week. Probably going to keep him as a C+. Not quite ready to give him a B yet. Then I'm not quite ready to bump him up just yet, I think. But Seattle is coming alive. They are 21st in offense on the year. They are 23rd in starting pitching. And that bullpen, they have the 4th best bullpen. Now, this past week, Seattle, they are, where is Seattle? 16th in the offense this past week. 24th in starting pitching. And where's that bullpen? 15th. But they're winning games. You got to love it. You got to love what this Mariners team is doing. Taking a look, the offense is stepping it up a little bit. So that's good to see. J.P. Crawford having himself a pretty good year. Ty France. Hey, I like me some Ty France, man. Gets on base. He's not like an extraordinary player, but he's pretty solid for the most part. Gets on base a lot. Kyle Seager. Hey, he's got some power this year. I like me a Mitch Haniger. Would like to see him get on base a little bit more, but Mitch Haniger's been pretty solid. Kyle Lewis are going to get back eventually. So, hey, this Mariners team, they're pretty good. Maybe you can go out and get a guy for the rotation. I think they could use a little extra help in the rotation. But you get some guys here that are doing all right. Justice Sheffield really needs to figure something out. Justin Dunn, he's fine. He's a back-end guy. Logan Gilbert's been a nice addition. He's been a very nice addition to that rotation. You see Kikuchi, he's been pretty solid. Chris Flexen's been solid. So, hey, the Seattle Mariners, I am going to keep as a C+ right now, but they are firmly a C+ for me. Firmly. So right now, they are in position. If they have another good week, we could be seeing the Seattle Mariners as a B. Maybe. So, not quite ready to give them a B just yet, but hey, we'll have to wait and see what they do this coming week. Here we go. The Toronto Blue Jays, they're red hot lately. They are 7-3 in their last 10. These Blue Jays, man, they're just, it feels like every time I see something about the Blue Jays, we got just Vlad Jr. just hitting bombs. You love to see it. Here we go. The Blue Jays playing great baseball lately. They're doing what they need to against, these lower tier teams. 3 out of 4 against the Orioles, taking a couple against the Marlins. 2 out of 3 against the Orioles last week. You got swept by the Yankees. They split with we got a super chat coming in. Seattle Town M's with a $5 super chat. Ty France is a poor man's Edgar Martinez. Hey, Ty France, I like me a little Ty France. The guy gets on base, man. So, thank you, Seattle Town M's. Thank you for the super chat, my friend. Really appreciate that. We're back up to 155 people in the chat. Let's see if we can get to 200 people. But the Blue Jays, hey, you love to see what the Blue Jays are doing. They're just winning games lately. I believe Springer is back now. I think, right? George Springer's back. They have the 3rd best offense this year. I feel like the starting pitching has been a little better lately. They're 24th on the year. The bullpen has been struggling this month. I think there's a good amount of guys in that bullpen. I don't think they're going to keep struggling. They're 20th on the year. So Adam Bowman's just subscribed. Hello. So but lately, Toronto's offense. You don't have to worry about that offense. That offense is great. But the starting pitching lately for the Toronto Blue Jays is coming alive. They're starting to put together some good starts. So I really would. So when I'm talking about adding someone for like the rotation, I'm thinking down the road. I'm thinking big picture. I'm thinking playoffs. Now, I would love for the Blue Jays to add someone. I would love it. If you could get someone to go alongside, if you can have Hyun-Jin Ryu, Thor Asgard has just subscribed. Hello. If you can get Hyun-Jin Ryu, Robbie Ray, and maybe someone, like a Kyle Gibson, for your top 3 for a playoff series, if you can get to the division series, I think that's pretty good. So right now, you would have to think I'm thinking in terms of playoffs right now for the Blue Jays. Hyun-Jin Ryu, he would be obviously game 1. Robbie Ray would be game 2. And then probably Steven Matz, or maybe even Alek Manoah. I don't know. I feel like you'd probably go with a Steven Matz for a game 3. just because of more of a veteran guy. If you also take a look, though, Steven Matz, he has a 3.80 FIP, but Alek Manoah, a 5.31 FIP. Keep an eye out for that. That is 2 runs higher than that ERA. So keep an eye on that. While Alek Manoah may be putting up some good surface numbers right now, the more advanced numbers are not painting as good of a picture. He is striking out a lot of guys, so that's good. He's walking a few guys. But right now, I feel like your 3 guys, Alek Manoah is a nice addition, for this rotation. He's definitely giving a bit of a lift. Anthony Kay, too. Anthony Kay, a 3.74 FIP. They need this Blue Jays bullpen, they've actually been pitching well this past week. Everyone was just like jumping off of a bridge about this Toronto Blue Jays bullpen. But they've turned it around this past week. Hold on. Do I have it? Hold on. What was that? Did I have that for this past week? Oh, yeah. Okay, it's 17 games total for all of the relievers that have pitched. So this Blue Jays bullpen's been good. They've been getting it done. They're the 5th-ranked bullpen this week. So, hey, you know what? We all know what this is with the Blue Jays. Good offense, the starting pitching. I think the starting pitching is kind of middle of the road overall. I think they could use another guy. If they could get one more guy, really beef it up a little bit, I think this Blue Jays team, maybe get another guy for the bullpen too. I think they're there. I think they can definitely, they can get to a wild card game or maybe even make a run for the division. I mean, the Rays, they've been kind of teetering lately. The Red Sox are now in first. The Yankees, who knows what's going on with them. I think this AL East is up for grabs. I think the Blue Jays, if they go on a run, they could definitely win this division. Why not? We take a look right now. This Blue Jays team, they are 5 out from a wild card. And then if we take a look at the regular, they're 6 out in the division. So they do have a chance. They could do it. So, I mean, especially with that offense. I mean, that offense is great. But taking a look real quick, how is Springer playing yet? Where is Springer? I feel like he's already back, right? Okay, yeah. So he is. Okay, yeah. So he has been playing. So how's he been doing lately? Let's go take a look at the game log. Okay, yeah. So he just came back a few days ago, this past week. So he's had a couple of hitless games there. Then he got a hit against Baltimore, and then he had a good game today, or that was yesterday. So, hey, good game for him yesterday. I'm guessing he didn't play today, but yeah, George Springer back in this lineup. I mean, the offense was already so good without him, but now you're going to get him back in. That's going to be a huge boost. But yeah, Toronto. Hey, where did I have them last week? Toronto had as a C. You know what? You know what I'm going to do? I'm going to give some love to Toronto. I'm liking Toronto this past week. Hey, good bullpen. Starting pitching has been good. Offense is good. You know what? I'm going to give some love to the Blue Jays. We're going to go to a B for the Blue Jays. I'm bumping them up. 2 spots. The Blue Jays are my first B team of the week. Toronto, hey, they're playing great baseball lately. I'd like to see it against some better competition. You can't sit here and play the Orioles all day. But, hey, the Marlins are a pretty respectable team. I mean, sure, you got swept by the Yankees, but you know what? They're getting it done against these teams. And you know what? The numbers are looking pretty good for them this past week. I'm going to give them a B. I'm going to give them a little bit of love. I'm going to give them a little love. I love the offense. The pitching's doing a lot better. Let's see if they can do it against this Mariners team who's also red hot. This is going to be a fun series. You got the Mariners and Blue Jays. 2 pretty hot teams, but this is going to be a big one for the Blue Jays next week. You got the Rays next weekend. That's going to be a big one. And then you got the Rays again the weekend after that. So there's a lot of Rays. You got another Orioles series. I'm excited for this Blue Jays Mariners series. I think this is a pretty underrated series. Hey, I'm giving some love for the Blue Jays. Giving some love. So I got them as a C last week, and they're bumping up to a B. I'm giving a little love. So moving on. Here we go. The Chicago Cubs not playing great as of right now. They're 4-6 in their last 10. Let me get out of this. No, go back. Here we go. Cubs. So that Cubs team, man, they were looking pretty hot lately. Where are they at in the division? So this Brewers team has been red hot too. Look at this Brewers team. They are playing good. We'll get to the Brewers here in a little bit. But the Cubs, tough series against the Dodgers this weekend. Kershaw looked like he went off today. You lost 3 out of 4 to the Dodgers. You split with the Indians this past week. Not a great week for the Cubs. They had that Friday night game. That was a close game until the end. Couldn't hold it down. That bullpen couldn't come through. Hey, they had that combined no-hitter, though. Andrew Chaffin, also, can I please... Andrew Chaffin, hello. I just need to point this out real quick. Andrew Chaffin right now might be the coolest guy, the coolest looking guy in baseball right now. I'm just going to point this out. This guy is awesome. I don't care what anyone thinks. Andrew Chaffin is the coolest looking guy in Major League Baseball right now. Look at that mustache. Look at the hair. Are you kidding me? Andrew Chaffin is the man. Anyway, but taking a look at the Cubs, not a great week. You only won 2 games this past week. You lost 4. But, this Cubs team, Oh, are we here? Oh, it looks like I lost a little signal right there. It looks like we're still staying strong, though. We're still good? All right, looks like we're good. Okay. But here we go for the Cubs. I had them as a B last week. I'm going to keep them as a B. They're running into a bit of a tough stretch. I'm going to keep them as a B for right now. Another bad week, you could maybe see them go down to a C+. But I think they had a tough series with the Dodgers this weekend. They got a big series against the Brewers coming up. That's a big one. This is a big series right here. Division matchup. 2 of the top teams in the Central. Really excited to see what happens. Yeah, reminds me of Will Ferrell. Exactly. Honestly, I swear, Will Ferrell looked just like that when he did the spring training stuff not too long ago. But yeah, so Andrew Chaffin, man, he is the man. So, taking a look at the Cubs, what's going on with the Cubs lately? So the Cubs lately, they're 17th in offense this past week. The starting pitching, where's the starting pitching? 21st. And that bullpen, actually, that against the Dodgers this past weekend did not perform very well. They're 18th this past week. So the Cubs are just hitting a bit of a rough stretch lately. But I'm going to keep them as a B for right now. You got some guys that are, on this offense for the Cubs. They're having good years. The starting pitching has been stepping up. I want to take a look at some stats real quick on the Cubs. Again, Chris Bryant. I feel like Chris Bryant's been maybe slowing down recently. Let me take a look. How are these guys doing in the month of June? So Patrick Wisdom's been having a pretty solid month, 7 home runs. Jock Peterson's been heating up with the home runs. Hayward has actually been okay. Wilson Contreras, maybe not so much with the offense, but he's got 5 home runs. Playing good defense though. What's up with Chris Bryant? Where's Chris Bryant? Javier Baez, he's again just hitting home runs and that's it. Where's Chris Bryant? Oh wow, Chris Bryant. What's going on with him? Only hitting 125 this month. He's got a few homers. Yeah, Chris Bryant's having a bad month. Ian Happ is just not having a good year. So they need Chris Bryant to start picking it up a little bit. Ian Happ, if you could start picking it up too, that would be lovely. But yeah, the Cubs, they're just kind of not hitting their stride, lately. They were hot recently there, but they're going to really need to get it going, especially with the Brewers. I mean, they're behind a couple of games here, but for the Cubs, I will leave them as a B for right now. Moving on. Wow, we got a lot. We got a few teams to go here. Let's pick up the pace. We got the Mets. The Mets, hey, they had a walk-off win against the Phillies. But yeah, I don't know what is going on with Francisco Lindor, man. What is going on with Francisco Lindor? I don't know. There was a key spot on Saturday where he just, struck out with the bases loaded, couldn't come through. But I mean, overall, they split with the Phillies, they split with the Braves. So I mean, kind of a whatever week for the Mets. I mean, DeGrom was awesome the other day on Saturday. He was awesome. Give up a couple of runs. But DeGrom still looking like DeGrom. The Mets I had as a B+. Do I want to keep the Mets as a B+? Oh, man. I don't know. I'm not feeling so hot on the Mets right now. Let's take a look at the numbers. So for the Mets, again, it's this offense. They're 20th on the year. The starting pitching has been great. DeGrom is obviously a big part of that. But you know what? I actually want to give some love to some of these other guys on here. Walker's been really good. Stroman's been solid this year. Walker's been solid. Even David Peterson's been fine. DeGrom, obviously, doing amazing. But Lucchesi at the back end has been fine. I think the starting pitching it's really good. The bullpen, I mean, it's a great bullpen. They're 9th on the year. So that bullpen's been pretty solid. It's just this offense. I don't know what is going on with this offense. Lindor has just been a complete bust this year. If we take a look, that's crazy to me. I mean, Lindor, thank God for his defense, because that's really helping out his wins above replacement right now. But they're just not having anyone step up. Pete Alonso's been kind of whatever. He's kind of just there. I mean, look at DeGrom. DeGrom this year, he has a 0.6 wins above replacement on the offense. DeGrom is the 7th best. DeGrom right now is the 6th best offensive player on this team. Granted, a very small sample size, but are you that? That's just, this offense needs something. But yeah, I don't know. This Mets team, I'm just not really seeing, I'm not inspired by this Mets team this past week. This offense is just not great. The starting pitching, I kind of want to put the Mets as a B. I'm not really seeing, I'm seeing obviously great pitching from the Mets, but not a good offense. Just not a great offense. And I'm kind of thinking, they are leading the division. I'm having a tough time with this one, so let's do a chat vote. Let's do a vote in the chat. Let me know what you think. Where do you think the New York Mets should go? Should I keep them as a B+, or should I drop them down to a B? Let me know what you think. Let me know what you think in the chat. Seeing a lot of Bs. I'm kind of feeling a B too. That's kind of just what my gut is saying. Yeah, I'm thinking a B. I'm going to drop them down. They had a B+ last week. I'm just not feeling them this week. I don't know. I'm just going to drop them down a smidge, down to a B. Honestly, they're right in the middle kind of a team. Good pitching, but that offense is just struggling. So a B right now for the Mets. Here we go. Cleveland. Let's take a look at Cleveland. Josh Naylor had a bad leg injury today. What happened with him? He got carted off. Any news on... Oh, man. We got to take a look here. What happened with Mr. Josh Naylor? I'm sure they have a video. Oh, no video. So he got taken to the emergency room. I mean, what's up with Naylor? What happened? Did he break his leg? I didn't see this today. Oh, it's bad? Okay, so I'm not gonna. Oh, was it like kind of one of those where like, oh boy, like it was like a non-displaced fracture? Oh boy. Oh no. Oh, Jason, big collision, ankle sideways. Yep, yeah, we're not gonna show that. Yep, trust me, as a Red Sox fan, obviously I like the Celtics too. When I saw the Gordon Hayward thing a few years ago, that was just like, oh, brother, just the worst. Oh, my God. Yeah, we're not going to play that here. So Josh Naylor, that's a tough loss. But taking a look back to the Indians here. Oh, so Cleveland. All right, so you lost 2 out of 3 to the Twins. You split with the Cubs. I mean, kind of just a whatever week. So last week I had the Indians as a C+. So I feel like, because the reason I have them as a C+ is it was the numbers. So Cleveland, they're 26th in offense on the year. If we take a look at the starting pitching, Cleveland is they're 20th. And the bullpen's been good for Cleveland. They're 8th. So what's been going on lately? Cleveland, not good with the offense this past week. They're 25th. Cleveland in the starting pitching. Where are they at? So their starting pitching's actually been pretty good lately. And the Indians, for the bullpen's been good, so they're 10th. So I'm not going to do anything with with the Indians right now. I'm going to keep them as a C+. So I'm not really going to get too crazy into that. So yeah, they don't rank great with the numbers, so that's kind of why they're here. So the Mets, the Cubs, the Blue Jays, they all have the statistics that are bumping them up to a B, but the Indians don't quite have the statistics. I mean, the bullpen's good on the year. Starting pitching's been a little better lately, but the offense is just not good. So Cleveland Indians, I'm going to have as a C+ for right now. Moving on to the Brewers. Here we go. Milwaukee Brewers, red hot lately. So they've won 5 in a row. This Brewers team is awesome. So last week I had the Brewers as a B. I actually think we might be giving the Brewers a bit of a bump. So the Brewers, they took it. I mean, again, not great teams. You took 2 out of 3 against the Diamondbacks. So, and then you swept the Rockies this past weekend. So they're not playing great teams lately, but they're getting the wins. So they got a big series against the Cubs. So they didn't play great teams this past week. They are getting the wins. So, and they're red hot. But again, it's not like great teams. They have a very easy schedule right now. Very easy schedule. Had the Rockies last week, Diamondbacks, and then the Rockies again. So it's not a very strong schedule. Rob Hopkins, welcome to the channel. But so I had them as a B last week. I'm a little split on this. Let's take a look at the numbers. Milwaukee's 27th in offense. But the starting pitching, obviously it's great. 3rd on the year. And then the bullpen, 16th. So, bad offense, great starting pitching, middle of the road bullpen. Milwaukee with the offense, they're actually 15th this past week. So they're getting some stuff done with the offense. 8th in starting pitching. And they're 8th in the bullpen. Hurtful Feelings has just subscribed. Hello. But so I'm seeing a lot of Bs. I'm having a bit of a tough one here. This is a tough one. I had him as a B last week, but not a very strong schedule. I'm gonna keep the Brewers as a B. I'm gonna keep them as a B. Not a strong schedule by any means. They're getting wins, but it's not quite enough for me to bump them to a B plus. If we can see, if I can see a little bit more out of them, this Cubs series is a big one. I think the Cubs and the Brewers, they're like neck and neck right now. But I'm gonna keep them as a B for right now. One more good week, they're gonna go up to a B plus. Give them to a B plus. So here we go. Moving on, Chicago White Sox. They're not playing good baseball lately. Ooh. So we might have a bit. So the White Sox I had as an A plus. Oh boy. A plus for the White Sox last week. We might be seeing them maybe take a bit of a dip. All right. So they lost 2 out of 3 to the Mariners. You split with the Pirates. They got swept by the Astros last week. So they have not been playing great. All right. So again, but the thing with the White Sox, it's the numbers. 5th in offense this year. They're 1st in starting pitching. And they're 3rd in the bullpen. Let's take a look at how they're doing lately. The offense is only 18th this past week. The starting pitching is actually it's been good. 12th. And then the bullpen 16th. So man. They're not going to go below an A for me. They're either going to be an A plus or an A. I still think they're a really good team. They're maybe not getting the wins lately. If we take a look at again, this Mariners team has been red hot. But they had a 4-game sweep to the Astros last week. I think I'm going to put them as an A. But they have good numbers. They're 5th in offense. Also, hold on a second. Hold the phone. I need to talk about this real quick. I got to talk about this. Mr. Bob Nightingale. You tweeted this yesterday. Oh, Bob Nightingale, you tweet like a million times. Look at this tweet from Bob Nightingale. Eduardo Escobar, 4 for 5 with a double and a homer and 5 RBIs, and soon on his way from the Diamondbacks to the White Sox. Huh? What? What is going on? Fuzzy, exactly. Dude, what even is this? Did he get traded or not? What? Huh? So, what is the news on Eduardo Escobar? Because I think he could actually be a pretty good addition to this White Sox offense. I think that a White Sox offense could be, they could use a little more power. So, I mean, 7 hours ago, again, Bob Nightingale is reporting this. He wasn't in the lineup today. Eduardo Escobar wasn't in the lineup. So, hey, David Knight, what's going on? But Bob Nightingale, I don't know what's going on with this one. Bob Nightingale, I don't know what dude, you got to stop. You got to stop with the tweets, man. Until it's like official. I don't know. Bob Nightingale, he just tries to get out in front on everything, and then he doesn't even care if he's wrong. So, I don't know. But if Eduardo Escobar does go to the White Sox, again, this was reported maybe like a week ago, so it's not like it's anything new. Lil J 227 just subscribed. Hello. So the White Sox could definitely use Eduardo Escobar. I think that would be a good fit. But the White Sox, as of right now, I feel like I want to keep as an A+. I just think they have good numbers. Again, they're 5th in offense. They have a top 5 offense. Starting pitching, it's 1st. Bullpen, it's 3rd. So they're top 5 in all 3 of the categories. Lately, though, offense is 18th. Starting pitching is 12th. And then The bullpen's 16th. So they're kind of whatever lately. They're kind of just playing middle of the road. Brian Farrell, welcome to the chat. But yeah, I don't know. I don't know. I'm having a tough time with this one. Let's do a vote. Let's do a vote in the chat. Are we going to go A+? Are we going to go A for the White Sox? I had them as an A+ last week. Not playing inspiring baseball as of late. Are we going to bump them down? They also had a big sweep to the Astros last week. I'm thinking an A. I'm thinking an A. You guys are saying A as well. Oh, we got a super chat coming in. Main Adventures, he says. Robbie. Hello, Main Adventures. Thank you for the $2 super chat. I appreciate that, my friend. Yeah, we got a lot of A's, so we're going to move the White Sox down to an A on the week. We have no B pluses right now. We have no B pluses. Very interesting. I think this might be the first time this year where I have put an A team before a B plus team. Interesting. Anyway, but moving on, we have the San Diego Padres. So they're red hot lately. San Diego 9-1 in their last 10. They're red hot. Red hot. Here we go. So what did they do this past week? Well, they won a lot of games. We know that for sure. So taking a look at the San Diego Padres. Hugh Janus. Oh, dang it. Got me. Dang it. Ah, brutal. So brutal. I can't believe I just did that. Ah, welcome to the channel. Appreciate that. Here we go. So taking a look at the Padres, they got 2 out of 3 this past weekend. They swept the Dodgers this past week. Josie Velasquez, what's going on? Hello. But taking a look, Dodgers, they swept the Dodgers this past week. 4-game sweep of the Reds last week. So they've been red hot since that Reds series. I mean, they're red hot. So I think we had the Padres as a B+. I mean, this offense has been hitting really well lately. San Diego, offense lately, they are second in offense this past week. Padres are hitting. They're starting to hit. Those bats are coming alive. Hey, Cronenworth, he's having a really good season along with, Fernando Tatis. When he's healthy, obviously he's great. Manny Machado's starting to swing. But the starting pitching's been fine. 14th on the year. And taking a look here, 19th in the bullpens. They definitely could use another arm for that bullpen, it looks like. Or they're 19th, not 19th on the year. I'm sorry, 19th this past week. But overall, on the year, the Padres have the 11th best offense. They have the 11th best starting pitching. So they were 14th this past week, and they're 11th on the year. And the bullpen is 11th on the year. So I think the Padres, we got to give them a bump. We got to give them a bump. They were a B+ last week, and so we are going to go to an A for the San Diego Padres. They are moving on up. They are close to an A+. They are very, very close. The Padres will get the bump to an A. Man, we may have to do some kind of a vote. Which one of these teams will get a B+? Or maybe we'll just have no B+ teams. Anyway, moving on. We have Oakland. Oakland. Where did I have Oakland last week? I had them as an A. So what did Oakland do this past week? 4-6 in their last 10. All right, so they won today against the Giants. Okay. All right, so they lost 2 out of 3 to the Giants, and they split with the Rangers. I don't know. Probably going to keep them. I don't know. Maybe the A's bump down to a B+. Maybe the A's will be a B+. And that'll be our B+ team. Oakland, they are 6th in offense on the year. Matt Olson, I cannot believe he is not even in the finals for the All Star vote. Oakland, they're 12th in starting pitching. And they are 23rd in the bullpen on the year. That's not good. Oakland this past week, they're 14th in offense. They are 22nd in starting pitching. And they're 29th. Oh, yeah. Oakland's getting a bump. They're getting a bump down. Oakland, they are going to be my B-plus team. Oakland is the B-plus for this week. So there we go. We have figured out what team will be the B-plus for the week. But yeah, Oakland, they're kind of whatever lately. And just the numbers are not really in their favor very much. So I'm going to put Oakland as the B-plus right now, as a B-plus. So they're my lone B-plus team for the week. So there we go. We have figured out what team will be our B-plus. Anyway, moving on to the Tampa Bay Rays. We got another super chat coming in. Main Adventures once again. Padres finally making a comeback. Hey, there we go. Padres moving up to an A. But, hey, Padres playing good baseball lately. Main Adventures, thank you for the $2 super chat. Hey, you guys are killing it with the super chats tonight. Really appreciate that. So here we go. Moving on to we're on the Rays. Hey, the Rays are a good team this year, playing great baseball this year. Too bad they lost Tyler Glasnow. So I've read that they may be getting Glasnow back at some point. So, by the end of the year. So that's definitely a possibility. So they lost to the Angels today, though. So taking a look at the Rays. So this past week, so they did win 2 out of 3 against my Red Sox, and they won 2 out of 3 against the Angels. So, hey, the Rays playing good baseball. So they did have a bad week before that. They got swept by the Mariners before that, and they lost 2 out of 3. So it looks like they've kind of come out of their that bad spell that they were in lately. There was a close game on Thursday night with the Red Sox. I could not believe the Red Sox lost that game. They had a no-hitter in that game. Nick Pivetta had a no-hitter. He got pulled, which I think was the right decision. And the Rays won on a wild pitch. Like, crazy, man. Crazy. But, hey, they deserve that win. So they held in a little longer than the Red Sox did that night. But, hey, they've been playing good baseball this past week. I still think with Tampa Bay, I'm going to keep as an A. I'm going to keep as an A for right now. I mean, losing Glasnow definitely hurts. So, but they, some winning baseball this week. I'm going to keep as an A for right now. Moving on. Here we go. The Dodgers. Padres took care of them this week. But Kershaw had a good game today. Look at Clayton Kershaw. Season high, 13 strikeouts over 8 innings. Kershaw, you got to love it when he's pitching good, man. Clayton Kershaw. But, yeah, they got swept by the Padres, but then they won 3 out of 4 against the Cubs. So, kind of a whatever week. So taking a look at the Dodgers, they're second in offense on the year, 4th in starting pitching. That starting pitching is kind of struggling a little lately. They were, I think they were first at one point. And that bullpen, I still think could be a little better. They're 12th on the year. So I think that starting pitching is kind of starting to come back down to earth a little bit while the bullpen is performing better lately. This past week, the Dodgers offense was only 21st. The starting pitching was actually, yeah, exactly like I just said. The starting pitching was really bad this past week, 28th on the week. And the bullpen was really good. Dr. Bino has just subscribed. Hello. And they were 6th in the bullpen this past week. So, again, go to look at those games. Didn't quite get it done. A couple of close games there against the Padres. And then, but it looks like their starting pitching really picked it up against the Cubs this past weekend. Cody Bellinger had himself a big home run this past series. So, the Dodgers I had as an A last week. I'm going to keep the Dodgers as an A. So, that's where I'm thinking right now with the Dodgers. Mookie Betts continues to kind of struggle this year. Let's go take a look at the Dodgers. It's crazy that Astros offense, man. Look how far ahead that Astros offense is. But taking a look at the Dodgers, Brian Gould has just subscribed. Hello. Oh, we're back up to 157 people in the chat. Nice to see everyone here. Max Muncy, Will Smith having good years. I mean, Mookie Betts, Hey, I'm just saying, Connor Wong, I think, has a better batting average than Mookie Betts right now. Hey, I'm just saying, everyone. Taking a look here. Connor Wong. Hey, everyone. Hey, I'm just saying. Oh, Eddie D is just subscribed. Everyone, Connor Wong is hitting .333 on the year. And Mookie Betts is only hitting .248. I'm just saying. I'm just kidding. But hey, Connor Wong getting himself a hit yesterday in his Red Sox debut. He came back in that Mookie Betts trade. Alex Verdugo's having himself a good year. And, hey, that trade for Mookie Betts is kind of working out for the Red Sox this year. Jeter Downs, he's playing decent down in AAA. But, hey, Red Sox are looking pretty good with that trade right now. Bulin Yeo is just subscribed. Hello. But taking a look here at the Dodgers, I mean, again, Gavin Lux should be nowhere near the All Star Game voting. Corey Seager's kind of having a whatever year. I mean, he got hurt at one point. Chris Taylor's having a good year. Justin Turner having a good year. So, yeah, the offense, kind of fun. You're having, like, all these other guys, like, you're having other guys step up. And, but then, guys like Mookie Betts. Hey, Mookie Betts, I don't think Mookie Betts has hit his full stride yet. So, look out for Mookie Betts in the second half. But, yeah, for the Dodgers, I'm going to keep as an A for right now. We're down to 3. We are down to 3. My Red Sox coming off of a sweep of the Yankees. So kind of up and down with the starting pitching this past week. I mean, Eovaldi pitched really well. Erod pitched really well today. Nick Pivetta pitched really well the other night. But yeah, hold on. So taking a look. Earlier in the week, they were getting kind of hit a little bit. So, yeah, this game, I mean, yeah, they gave up some runs in this game. Oh, brother. Not a good game here for, yeah, Garrett Richards. He did not have it the other night. I don't know, Garrett Richards, ever since the sticky stuff, he's not looking too good. I'm just saying. But, yeah, the Red Sox starting pitching, it was getting hit a little bit earlier in the week. But they pitched really well the last few games. So, like I said, Erod pitched really well today. Eovaldi pitched well. Who pitched on Friday night for against the Yankees? Who was that? Who pitched? Who pitched Friday? Oh, I want to try and remember without looking. Nick Pivetta was against the Rays. Oh, it was Martin Perez. Yeah, Martin Perez was kind of whatever that game. But they ended up coming away with the win. So, but yeah, so the Red Sox starting pitching has actually been decent this past week, minus, Garrett Richards. But taking a look here at the Red Sox, where they rank on the year. So, 9th best offense, which is actually kind of crazy. I thought their offense would rank a little better than that. The starting pitching, they're 9th. And the bullpen has actually been good for the Red Sox this year. Burkt has just subscribed. Hello, 10th on the bullpen. But yeah, this past week, the offense, only 23rd this past week, but the starting pitching has looked pretty good for the Red Sox overall. I mean, the FIP, it's not going to look, ERA-wise, the Red Sox starting pitching has been pretty good. FIP, though, kind of whatever, so they're kind of, they kind of split there, 17th on this past week, but the bullpen continues to be very good for the Red Sox, so 7th on the week for the bullpen. But for the Red Sox, hey, a big sweep of the Yankees, that's always a big sweep. But as of right now, I'm going to keep the Red Sox as an A. They're not an A+ team to me, and not quite there yet. I think they're just a very solid team, so I'm going to keep them as an A. We have 2 more teams. We have the Giants and the Astros. The Astros. I had a bit of hate last week for not putting the Astros as an A+. I said to people, hey, I want one more week out of the Astros, and then we'll do an A+. And I think the Houston Astros, what did I just do? I think the Houston Astros, they have earned that A+. But as always, let's just go take a look before we make any final decisions. Here we go. But yeah, losing to the Tigers today, whatever. Yeah, the Tigers are playing a little better as of late. But the Astros, they have just been just so good lately. This offense is stupid. The offense is just dumb. Nick Gurr has just subscribed. Hello. But yeah, so you split with the Tigers. You swept the Orioles this past week. I mean, look at what you did against the Orioles. You scored 26 runs against the Orioles, and you only gave up 3. That's a nasty ratio. You swept the White Sox the week before that. I mean, you've just been taking care of business. I mean, again, you would have liked to win today, but whatever. I mean, the pitching was pretty good. The offense isn't going to show up all the time. I mean, sure, they're going to have an off game here and there. They actually didn't do very well the last few games. So, not a lot of runs in the last few games, but whatever. That Astros offense is no joke. As you can see here, they rank first in the offense by a mile. By a mile. I mean, are you kidding me? I mean, holy cow. An 87.1 offensive runs above average right now. That's nuts. The only problem with Houston has been the starting pitching, but they are pitching really well lately. They're 10th overall now on the year. The big problem, I think personally, with the Astros, I wouldn't call it a big problem, but I think it's something they need to address by the deadline, is the bullpen. They're 19th on the year, but lately Houston's offense has been great this past week. They are first overall in starting pitching, and the bullpen is second. Houston is just lights out right now. They're going crazy. I mean, look at these guys on the offense. Just look at what these guys are doing this year. It's crazy. Absolutely insane. So, Carlos Correa having himself a good year. Yuli Gurriel. Yordan Alvarez is just hitting bombs lately. Jose Altuve has 17 home runs. Jose Altuve has 17 home runs. Are you kidding me? Kyle Tucker's having a good year. This offense is nasty. And this is even without Alex Bregman, in what I think could be even more from him. They're just going nuts lately. Taking a look at the starting pitching, I mean, this starting pitching has been awesome. Let's take a look at the month of June for the Houston Astros. So, I mean, look at these guys. Luis Garcia, he's been awesome. 9 strikeouts per 9 over 5 starts. Framber Valdez has been really good. Jose Urquidy's been solid. Greinke's been solid. Odorizzi's been solid. Lance McCullers Jr.'s been solid. I mean, holy cow. Actually, I feel like Lance McCullers Jr. is not hurt, right? No, he just pitched this weekend. But, I didn't account for his start today or yesterday. So, the bullpen for Houston this past month, let's take a look. So, what have they been doing in the month of June? All right, so I mean, Presley's been pitching great. Stanek's been solid. Blake Taylor's been really good. They've all been good. They've been really good. I mean, there's no question. Hey, I'm a man of my word. I said I wanted to see one more good week out of the Astros. They are an A+. The Astros, officially an A+ team. Officially. So, they've just been playing better all across the board. The only problem I had with the Astros for so long is that the starting pitching wasn't quite there. It was kind of middle of the road, and the bullpen was struggling. But now, starting pitching has been awesome this month. Bullpen has been awesome this month. The offense is the best in baseball. But now, those two things that I was concerned about with the Astros, it's been great. So, A+ easily for the Houston Astros. Easily. We are down to our last team. The San Francisco Giants I had as an A+, and they will stay as an A+. I'm just going to do that real quick before I even get into it. I mean, easily an A+. I'll tell you right now, if this was the World Series, Astros Giants, I wouldn't be mad at that. I would not be mad at that World Series. That'd be a really fun World Series. I mean, Giants White Sox would be a fun World Series too. But the Giants this past week, I mean, they're playing great baseball lately. They just continue to play great baseball. So as of right now, the Giants, I mean, hey, what else is there to say? Oh, everyone, are you still here? Oh, I kind of lagged a little bit there. Apologies, everyone. Apologies. But yeah, the Giants, taking a look. I mean, hey, you took care of business against the A's. You took care of business against the Angels this week. That's a no-brainer. The White Sox still an A+. Let's take a look at the numbers. San Francisco, look at the offense. They are 4th on the year. They are 4th on the year. Buster Posey having a phenomenal year. Brandon Crawford having a phenomenal year. Steven Dugar's having a good year. Evan Longoria, he's going to be back eventually. Mike Yastrzemski, he still has, I think, more room, to do even more. Brandon Belt's been pretty solid. I mean, this offense, Donovan Solano's been hitting really good lately. I mean, hey, San Francisco, they're 5th in starting pitching on the year. They were 1st at one point. Looks like maybe they've been struggling a little bit. San Francisco, though, the bullpen has been a lot better, but they still only rank 24th on the year. But right now, San Francisco's offense this past week, they are 10th on the year. 10th on this past week. They're 3rd in starting pitching this past week. And San Francisco, 12th best bullpen this past week. San Francisco are just winning games. Oh, we got another super chat coming in. Main Adventures, White Sox still underrated. I feel like the White Sox aren't really getting a ton of love. I think they need maybe another bat in that lineup. I think that'd be pretty good. It wouldn't hurt to get another starting pitcher. I mean, it wouldn't hurt to add. I think they just need to add to that team. That American League is wide open. Thank you for the super chat, Main Adventures. Thank you. But yeah, so these are my power rankings as of right now. A pluses, I have the Astros and the Giants. A's, I have White Sox, Padres, Rays, Dodgers, Red Sox. B plus, I have the A's. B's, I have the Blue Jays, Cubs, Mets, Brewers. C plus, Nationals, Yankees, Mariners, Indians, Phillies, Angels, Braves, Reds as my C's. D's, I have the Tigers, Marlins, Twins, Royals, Cardinals. And the F's, I have the Diamondbacks, Orioles, Pirates, Rangers, and the Rockies. But don't forget, I am doing my top 10. Top 10. We are not done yet. So, starting at number 10. Let's take a look here. Alrighty, so let's see. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Ooh, so some of these teams aren't gonna. So it's gonna be teams that are a B and above. So, but 2 of these teams aren't gonna make it. Oh, we got a super chat coming in. Main Adventures with another one. Red Sox or Giants as the surprise team. I think that. Are you talking about for a playoff run? I'll tell you, the Giants I love my Red Sox and I hope they can go on a run, but that Giants team, man, they're playing good baseball, man. They're playing great baseball. I think the Giants, because they got some guys in that, but then the Red Sox too. I mean, they got Sale coming back eventually. Who knows what he ends up doing? He could definitely have some rust, but we'll have to wait and see. It's going to be really interesting what ends up happening with that. Giants, man, they've been playing some good baseball this year. So I like the Giants. I think they could really make a run. I mean, hey, they've made it this far. They continue to be the best team in baseball right now. So as of right now, I am going to start off with number 10. I think I'm going to... Man, you know what? I'm going to start off with the Brewers. I'm going to start off with the Milwaukee Brewers, number 10. You know what? That starting pitching is great. The offense playing a little better lately. So, hold on, let me go back to the recent stats here. Milwaukee, where are they at again? I mean, they're a little better. I mean, that offense has not been that great this year, but they're starting to come around a little bit. The starting pitching continues to do good. The bullpen continues to do good. I'm going to start off with the Brewers at number 10. Moving on to number 9. I'm going to go with the Blue Jays. You know what? That offense is awesome. That starting pitching has been doing a lot better lately. That bullpen has been doing a lot better lately. I'm going to go Blue Jays at number 9. And number 8. So I think the A's are a good number. Hold on. So wait. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Yeah. So the A's, I have number 8. Just a solid team overall. Number 7. This is tough. It's a toughie. So number 7. I'll go my Red Sox. Number 7. I think that's a good spot for them. I don't think the Red Sox, as of right now, I'm not going to put them ahead of the Dodgers. The Rays, well, you know what? I mean, the Red Sox are now ahead of the Rays. You know what? Hold on. I'm going to put the Rays as number 7. And I'm going to put the Red Sox at number 6. So there we go. That's my numbers 6 through 10. So we got Brewers at number 10, Blue Jays number 9, A's at number 8, Rays at number 7, Red Sox at number 6. Top 5. So here we go. I'm going to go. Very interesting. I'm going to go Padres at number 5. They've been hitting a lot better lately. The starting pitching is solid. The bullpen, I think, could use a little work. I mean, again, if we look at the bullpen, I mean, they're 19th this past week in the bullpen. But I think they're going to go. I'm going to put them at number 6 right now. Number 6. I mean, that offense has just been great. Or number 5, sorry. Number 5 for the Padres. Moving on. So who did we have next? All right, so we're down to Dodgers, White Sox, Giants, and Astros. So, oh, man, taking a look here. So, you know what? So, when I look at the overall standings, I'm taking a look at the White Sox. They have a top 5 offense. They have the best starting pitching, and they have just a really good bullpen. The Dodgers, they have the second best offense, so a little better than the White Sox. 4th best starting pitching, a little behind the White Sox, but their bullpen is behind right now. Overall, the White Sox are 3rd on the year, while the Dodgers, they're doing better lately. If we take a look here, lately, the Dodgers have been just pitching great out of that bullpen, while the White Sox are kind of middle of the road. White Sox starting pitching is 12th lately, while the Dodgers are 28th. So you know what? I'm going to go Dodgers here. Here we go. Dodgers, where are you at? I got the Dodgers here at number 4. Coming in at number 3, we're down to the White Sox, the Giants, and the Astros. So, this is interesting. I think right now, so Giants right now are 4th in offense. They are 5th in starting pitching, but the bullpen is better. They are pitching better lately. They're 12th. So, 12th lately. And then if I look at a team, again, like Houston, they're number 2 right now. And like the White Sox are 16th. But you know what? While the Giants may have the Giants may have the best record. Man, this is tough. This is a toughie. Toughie. It's crazy because I have the Giants as an A+, but I almost want to put the White Sox in front of them. Again, so we got the White Sox at number 1 on the year in starting pitching. They're 5th on the year in offense. They're like right there with the Giants. Like they're basically tied. The Giants, though, are playing way better defense. I'm going to go White Sox at number 3. I'm going to go White Sox at number 3. Number 3. That defense just put me over. I'm doing it. Yep. I'm going to go, and you know what? Right now, I think because the Astros, they are just, that offense is nasty right now, and the starting pitching is just crazy lately. The bullpen is awesome lately. And like I said, the offense is just nasty. It's been nasty all year. I'm going to go Giants at number 2. And I'm going to go Astros at number 1. I think right now the Astros are the best team in baseball. That offense has been the best offense all year. But the pitching lately is just crazy. It's just crazy. But the Giants, I'm going to put them right there at number 2. I just think the Astros right now, they are just, while they may not have the best record lately, this Astros team is just killing it. They have the highest run differential on the year. And I don't know what else to say. Because this Astros offense is just so good. And the pitching, if that pitching does enough, starting pitching and bullpen, I mean, with that offense, what else is there to say? I mean, this Astros team is really good. I mean, I'm just saying. So those are my power rankings for this week. So here are my grades, and here are my top 10. Number 10, I have the Brewers. Number 9, I have the Blue Jays. Number 8, I have the A's. Number 7, I have the Rays. Number 6, I have the Red Sox. Number 5, I have the Padres. Number 4, I have the Dodgers. 3, I have the White Sox. Giants at number 2. And my number 1 for this week, the Houston Astros. You could go either way here. You could go Giants at number 1, Astros number 1. But that's just what I'm thinking. So let me know what you think down below in the chat. Everyone, before I get out of here, I just want to remind you all that tomorrow night, TS has just subscribed. Hello. Tomorrow night, I will be doing my first mock draft for the MLB draft coming up. Everyone, please come out tomorrow night. It is going to be a lot of fun. Man, I have really looked into a lot of these prospects, and I think you guys, I'm telling you, get hyped for this draft coming up. The draft is one of my favorite times of the year. Come on out tomorrow night, either like 8 or 8:30, something like that. I'm going to shoot for 8 o'clock. But be here tomorrow night. And everyone, I am going to get out of here. It has been a fun night. Again, another good week of power rankings. Everyone for the super chats tonight, I really appreciate it. Main Adventures, you just killed it with the super chats tonight. Seattle Town, I really appreciate it. Michael Yanks for the super chats, really appreciate it. Everyone, thank you again for coming out. What a great night. Again, don't forget about the mock draft tomorrow night. I hope to see you all tomorrow night. And as always, I'll talk to you next time.